Don't laugh off Elon Musk's Tesla bot. Optimus is the real deal. New England Patriots ink a 4-year deal with Web3 firm Chain. Fact sheet. White House releases first ever comprehensive framework for responsible development of digital assets. Hello, my name is NFT Nancy, and welcome to Web3 This Week. Now let's get to it. Let's first look into the history of Nike on the blockchain. In 2019, Nike got the first patent for blockchain-based sneakers. In 2021, Nike filed for 7 patents to sell blockchain-based footwear and apparel. That same year, they also launched the Roblox universe Nikeland, and they bought NFT studio Artifact. Now let's look at some of the numbers. Profiteering in the metaverse. As offline sales teeter, the online world shows some promise. Already in March, Nike Digital, which includes the brand's metaverse forays, was pulling in a quarter of its revenue, up a lot from 10% 3 years ago. In fact, Nike is the highest earning brand in the NFT business. August data from Dune Analytics revealed, even when rival Adidas clocked over 50,000 NFT transactions compared to Nike's 67,000 plus, its earnings didn't even reach a tenth of Nike's NFT revenue. In this bar graph, we can see that Nike is head and shoulders above the rest when it comes to total NFT earnings. It looks like Nike is doing just fine in the metaverse. We'll wait and see what comes next from them. The New England Patriots also get into Web3 as the NFL looks for new ways to engage their audience. On February 15, 2022, the NFL posted a job posting for Senior Manager Content Partnerships. It looks like whoever was hired was doing their job, since just at the end of last month, September, Web3 company Chain, best known for 2022 for its partnerships with Tiffany for its NFT drop, has signed a 4-year deal to become the official blockchain partner of Kraft Sports plus Entertainment, the parent company of the New England Patriots. With the 4-year deal, Chain becomes the second major company to sign a partnership with the National Football League franchise. Blockchain.com signed an agreement with the Dallas Cowboys in April of this year. Well, it doesn't look like the Pats are playing the waiting game this time like they did in the 2017 Super Bowl. We not only have the NFL enter the Web3 space, we also have boxing. Muhammad Ali Enterprises and Non-Fungible Labs have partnered up with Altered State Machine to provide the greatest loyal fan base a truly unique AI metaverse boxing experience. So, there are 2 ways in which this game differs from a lot of the other games that are out on Web 2. First off, because it's in Web 3, your character is actually an NFT, aka your boxer is actually an NFT, so you completely own your character. No third party or game company can ever take that away. Secondly, your character actually learns all the time. Because they're artificial intelligence characters, what happens is your character combines with a brain at some point, and that brain allows it to learn as you go. But the interesting thing is, it not only learns as you play, it learns as you're in real life, walking around, going to work, sleeping, whatever you're doing. So even though you're not interacting with your character, it still itself is learning. Cool. So this is what the website looks like for the Muhammad Ali Enterprises project, and I just think it's really cool because they did an excellent job designing this game, because they made it for newbies who are new to NFTs and Web3, and for the degens who like certain characteristics about this. So basically what the mint is done. So basically the mint is sold out, you can buy it on secondary at OpenSea, and the way they have it designed is you can get your character, either the rookie, which is common, or the pro, which is rare. So when you first minted, you could either have a common or a rare, and that's just really cool because obviously it's the sort of degen-y gambling aspect of it. You never know what you're gonna get. So you have to get that first, and then you can level up to get very rare and level up to get the legend also. So every one of these players comes with one of these 3 gym bags, and they also have those layers, that hierarchy, whereas the freedom bag is rare, the comeback bag is very rare, and the legacy bag is extremely rare. I also really think it's awesome that they say that the bags are bursting with special boxing equipment, so I'd love to see on the reveal what that looks like. So basically the stages that they have and the way they have it set up was, the first thing you do is generate your boxer, get your gym bag, and then they reveal the bag rarity levels, so you don't know what those levels are when you mint your NFT. And then you have an initiation, you join your school, and then you set up your equipment, and this is where the AI component comes in. Connect to an ASM brain. That's where you get your brain, that's where your character learns. Just think it's super awesome, super Web3. Last step, of course, is generate your boxer and start playing the game. Super cool. Next up, Christies Auction House recently launched their own NFT marketplace with talented artist Deanna Sinclair. So this is what the website looks like, and I just think it's super awesome, and it does a really good job of representing just kind of the futuristic aspect of Web3. So this is the website, this is their marketplace here, and you can go and start bidding on any of Deanna Sinclair's work. So here it is, which for me, I think this work is pretty awesome. Okay, next up is crypto carbon credits. Let's talk about it. Digital assets focused exchange and carbon credit liquidity provider 1GCX and T3 Trading, a proprietary trading firm that invests in the space, has struck a deal raising a whopping $2 billion and setting up a $100 million liquidity pool to ease carbon credit transactions. Wilson, who is the CTO of 1GCX, who has personally invested in crypto since 2011, said he noticed about 5 years ago that, while carbon credits, promoted by governments including the US and featuring tax incentives in select cases, were gaining momentum, companies see the product as a more of a do-good effort, not the currency the instruments were designed to become. The first of its kind setup would, ideally, increase the transparency of price discovery and real-world utility in terms of combating climate change, two common thorns of institutional investors that until now have had to rely on Wall Street and the commodities hub of Chicago to transact in illiquid carbon credits denominated via the murky pricing of market makers. There's already a huge demand from institutions hungry for carbon offset credits, one that's growing every year, according to Wilson. The launch of the trading platform ought to boost liquidity, transparency, and fair pricing, while clamping down on fraud by adding crypto to the mix, he said. He as in Wilson. So this is a real-world example of how the blockchain can be used to bridge the gap, and in this case, it's allowing carbon credits to be tokenized. And of course, there was the recent release from the White House on the responsible development of digital assets. Let's look into it. Many things were covered in this report. 6 key priorities identified in the EO: consumer and investor protection, promoting financial stability, countering illicit finance, U.S. leadership in the global financial system and economic competitiveness, financial inclusion, and responsible innovation. So, there are plenty of things covered in this report, and it's way too in-depth to get into detail about everything. But basically, overall, what they want to do is increase the security for better or for worse, and also increase the technology at home, increase the technology abroad so they can be prominent forces as this is up and coming, focus on expanding things like cryptography, cybersecurity, which as we know is all really important, get more education, get more organizations involved like the National Science Foundation and other organizations to come together to do research into this emerging market, a blockchain and crypto, NFTs, etc. So to have more communication, more education, and increase the efficiency of cross-border payments, just to name a few. I've linked the website below so you can actually go read the press release if you're interested. And of course, we have Elon Musk and his humanoid Optimus. Here we can see him waving to the crowd as he's coming out, first time untethered, going out into the world. And here we have some quotes by Musk. Robots made by Tesla could one day be worth more than its cars, and that thousands of them would be put to work in Tesla factories, where humans build cars and batteries. Musk thinks that humanoid robot can help millions of people, he said, because if it works, the world will have what he called a future of abundance, a future where there is no poverty, where people can have whatever they want in terms of products and services. He said he thinks in 3 to 5 years, customers will be able to buy an Optimus. So folks, Optimus is no small feat in artificial intelligence. Elon Musk's prediction is in 3 to 5 years we can have one in our home. So imagine a robot kind of like the Jetsons being in our home and interacting with us daily. Seems to be closer than we think. So Get ready. So, how do you think we'll be interfacing with AI in the future, things like Optimus? Post in the comments below. I'd love to see your ideas about how we will be interacting with it in the future. So to recap what we went over today, Nike in the metaverse, better than in real life. New England Patriots thunder into Web3. Muhammad Ali Enterprises AI-driven metaverse game. Christies auction house releases NFT marketplace with artist Deanna Sinclair. Crypto carbon credits. White House framework for responsible development of digital assets. Elon Musk's AI humanoid robot Optimus. So thanks for watching, folks. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you next week for the update. Take care.